In the welterweight division at UFC 305, you got Li Jingliang taking on Carlos Prates. Big fight here. Li Jingliang, 19-8. Carlos Prates, 19-6. China versus Brazil. Prates 1 inch taller at 6'1", compared to the 6-foot Li Jingliang. Jingliang's starting to creep up there in age now. He's 36 years old. Prates 30. Prates 6-inch reach advantage. He's a switch stance fighter. Jingliang fights right-handed. Terms of significant strikes per minute, they're both just over 4 significant strikes per minute, so no angle there. Prates isn't worried about takedowns. Li Jingliang lands like one every other round, or every 3 rounds, excuse me. So that's his average. Now, Li Jingliang, aka the Leech, 60% takedown defense, coming off a loss to D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez by split decision, close fight, beat Muslim Salikov by KO in the 2nd round, and before that he lost to Hamza Chimaev. And you already know how I feel when guys fight Hamza, they tend to look much better after the fact. So I was surprised that Jingliang lost to D-Rod. Carlos Prates, aka the Nightmare, 80% takedown defense, hasn't lost yet in the UFC, won at the Contender Series, came in and beat Trevin Giles by KO, Charles Radke by KO. So he's kind of proven his worth in a sense that he can come in and finish people. So this is going to be a much closer fight than the odds makers have it. They have it Prates at over 2-1. I'd say instead of 2-1, it should be more like 120, 130, right? Not quite 2-1, much less than that. But the bottom line is Prates is still going to win this fight. It's going to be close. It might even be a split decision, but I believe Prates wins this fight by decision. He's going to land more significant strikes despite the numbers. He'll defend takedowns well enough. He's from Brazil, so he's got a takedown game, even though he hasn't had to use it yet because, his numbers are low because he came into the UFC and KO'd both opponents. So what do you need takedowns for, right? Prates looking for his 20th MMA victory as a professional. I believe he gets it here, in my opinion. He'll do it, likely by decision. Welterweight division, UFC 305.